and elite wide receivers, and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas's offense will get first crack at it today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible. Just let him go to work.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking downfield, it's Odom. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Buckeyes offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's
wasting no time taking a shot. Snags it! They will score! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Here's the handoff. Makes his man miss. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time late in the season.
Oh, he can hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Lincoln. Got his man quickly. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part and the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Gets it out fast. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Odom. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. they were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Lost to throw again. Back open in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge.
Looking for a man. It's Lincoln.
Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. And the defense got it. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Yeah, and you see why.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Connection to the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Great job by the defense. You want to get him in 3rd and long. You know it's a passing situation. You know you get the guy on the ground. You know it's 4th and long now. It's a good chance for you to be successful, and hopefully that punt unit coming on the field.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Back to throw, it's Lincoln. Lets it fly. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so probably no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely
nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Just needs a crack to get a return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean,
catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
and it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Pocket breaking down. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Odom. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's small. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Odom. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move. There he goes to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. RPO complete to open the drive. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Odom. Unloads it left. He's got it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And the returner will be knocked down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line. what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Odom. Oh, they're after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Motion from the back. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Powers through the defender. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Lincoln. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Here's the heat. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today.
And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does.
There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Lincoln. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They'll leave it with him. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots and make those big plays.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Lincoln. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Quarterback making checks. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got the back in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Gets the back moving. Touch pass on the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half.
Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Going to swing it on second down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He'll do it himself. Stop right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Lincoln. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He's got him this time. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
Catch in the middle, it's Walters. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And how about the hat trick? Like, adding insult to injury. You got him in passing situation. You know what's coming. All I'm doing right now is trying to pad my stats and get those sacks.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and comes up with a massive play right there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Rush is on him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes I just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Toss to the outside. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Hauls it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
It's complete to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team, offensively, defensively.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They already have a comfortable lead up by... Breaks into the open. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Here comes the Texas offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Yeah, this this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas. And they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football there.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Off-play action. Buys a little extra time. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really...